Good morning! What have I been up to? Well, I was cleaning out my fridge because that's what I do now so I don't overshop. And what did I find? I found 4 oranges that are really soft. They're still good, but they're going to go bad very soon. And 2 very shriveled up apples. So, what to make with these? Well, I'm thinking I'm going to make some apple stuffed vegan crepes, and you can use dairy if you don't want to do the vegan, but I'm going to chop up these apples and take the juice of one of these oranges and make a sauce, put some cinnamon, some sugar, and make an apple orange filling. And then the other 3 oranges I'm just going to make some orange juice out of and drink that for breakfast. So what else have I been up to? This is my steamer, and I use this thing actually a lot for making vegan and vegetarian sausages and steaks and different protein products. And in here I have actually 2 veggie burgers. They're bean burgers. And I had a veggie bowl, and I had a stuffed pepper left over that wasn't really enough for one meal, and I was tired of eating them that way. So I combined them, I mashed them, and I made 2 veggie burgers. I added some Vital Wheat gluten to that. You can also use regular flour. Browned them a little bit in a pan, and then I'm steaming them for half an hour. So we'll see how those turned out, but that's a good way to use up leftovers. I added some taco seasoning to the mixture to give it a Southwest flavor, and hopefully they'll be good. I'll be back later and show you how they turned out. Here I'm making some of my iced tea, and I usually take 4 different flavored tea bags, which includes some chamomile tea and some fennel tea because it's good for digestion. Chamomile tea is good for digestion too. And over here I take my Bengal spice and I make a really strong tea out of it. And then I save that tea bag, and the next cup that I make, I do the same thing, and then I take those 2 spent tea bags and I make a 3rd cup out of it. So it's a good way to stretch your tea bags, and you can get more than one use out of it and not have a weak tea. But this, I let it steep until it's cool, and then I put it in the fridge, and I add a little sweetener of choice, stevia, xylitol, monk, whatever you like, or sugar. And then this makes 2 tall glasses of iced tea. And they're herbal teas. All right, so that's what I've been up to this morning, and I'm going to have my coffee and call my mama and go read some more cookbooks. I'll be back later. So here's my apple, my 2 apples, and I squeezed an orange in there, and I just happen to have some apple cider in the refrigerator that needs to go. So I thickened it with a little cornstarch, cooked the apples up, added a pinch of cloves, a pinch of salt, some ginger, a little bit, and a bunch of cinnamon. And I'm going to make that with some crepes, and that'll be a good breakfast. And then here are my bean burgers. So if you have mushy food in your refrigerator, I know that sounds bad, but things like leftover rice, if you have some stuffed peppers in there that you don't want to eat anymore as a stuffed pepper, mix up your food. Add some flour. You can add an egg to get it to stick, mash it up, and fry it up a little bit. Make it into a patty. So that's going to be dinner. That's going to be breakfast tomorrow. don't be afraid to play with your food and reinvent your recipes. And you'll cut way down on your grocery bill, way down on food waste. It's good for you, it's good for the planet, and happy cooking, everybody. I'll be back in a little while. All done. So here's my reinvented burger. Looks pretty good. I already took one bite. It's really, really good. Has some vegan cheese on it. Mayo, mustard, tomato, ketchup, and onion, and lettuce. So go ahead, play with your food. Make something else out of something. This is really good. So I have that. And here, I have a little apple crepe. They turned out well too, from those 2 shriveled up apples I had. Make a great breakfast. So anyway, that's what I did today. I played with my food.